Jacques Demy was a French director and screenwriter. He appeared in the wake of the French New Wave alongside contemporaries like Jean-Luc, Godard and François Truffaut. Demy's films are well known for the sumptuous look, drawing on Hollywood musicals, fairy tales, jazz, and opera. His films are also distinguishable by their overlapping continuity, lush musical scores and themes like teenage love, labor rights, incest, and the intersection between dreams and reality. Career. After working with the animator Paul Grimaud and the filmmaker Georges Rouquier, Demy directed his first feature film, Lola, in 1961, with Anouk Aimé playing the eponymous cabaret singer. The Demy universe here emerges full-fledged. Characters burst into song. Iconic Hollywood imagery is lovingly appropriated, as in the opening scene with the man in a white Stetson in the Cadillac, daringly set to Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. Plot is dictated by the director's fascination with fate, and stock themes of chance encounters and long-lost love, and the setting, as with so many of Demy's films, is the French Atlantic coast of his childhood, specifically the seaport town of Nantes. La Baie des Anges, starring Jeanne Moreau, took the theme of fate further, with its story of love at the roulette tables. Demy is best known for his original musical, Les Parapluies de Cherbourg, with a score by Legrand. Although the subversion of established genres was a typically new wave obsession, Demy was unusual in actually recreating them literally. The whimsical concept of singing all the dialogue sets the tone for this tragedy of the everyday. The film also sees the emergence of Demy's trademark visual style, whereas Lola, filmed by Godard's cinematographer Raoul Coutard, has a new wave black and white austerity. Les Parapluies is shot in saturated supercolor, with every detail, neckties, wallpaper, even Catherine Deneuve's bleached blonde hair, selected for maximum visual impact. The young man, Roland Cassard, from a Lola reappears here, marrying Deneuve. Such reappearances are typical of Demy's work. Demy's subsequent films never quite captured audience and critical acclaim the way that Les Parapluies had, although he continued to make ambitious and original dramas and musicals. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort, another whimsical musical, features Deneuve and her real-life sister Françoise d'Orléac as sisters living in the seaside town of Rochefort, daughters of Danielle Darrieux. It has stunning color photography, some of the best French songs of the period, and breathtaking dancing by Gene Kelly and West Side Story's George Chakiris. Lola reappears in the naturalistic drama Model Shop, his first American film, starring Gary Lockwood as a confused young architect navigating the streets of Los Angeles looking for love and meaning in life. Peaudane is a visually extravagant musical interpretation of a classic French fairy tale which highlights the tale's incestuous overtones, starring Deneuve, Jean Marais, and Delphine Seyrig. Subsequent films are less highly regarded, but may well be due for reappraisal. David Thomson wrote about the fascinating application of the operatic technique to an unusually dark story in Une chambre en ville. L'événement le plus important depuis que l'homme a marché sur la lune is an interesting look back at the pressures of second-wave feminism in France, and the fears it elicited in men. After years of neglect, Demy's strengths have been recognized, and Parapluies de Cherbourg was digitally restored and reissued to great acclaim in 1998. Personal life. Demy was the husband of fellow director Agnes Varda, whose Jacques Demy, a film version of Demy's autobiographical notebooks, is a loving account of Demy's childhood and his lifelong love of theatre and cinema. Demy himself appears in the film in the opening and closing sequences, and at several points throughout. He had 2 children with Varda, Rosalie Varda Demy, who was the biological daughter of Antoine Bourse Ursula and Matthew Demy. Jacques Demy died from complications of AIDS on 27 October 1990 at age 59 and was interred in the Montparnasse Cemetery in Montparnasse. Select filmography: Les Horizons Morts, Le Sabatier du Val de Loire, La Belle Indifférente, Musée Graven, La Mère et l'Enfant, A.A.S. Lola, Le Luxure episode in Les Sept Pays Acutes Capitaux, Le Bay des Anges, Les Parapluies de Cherbourg, Les Demoiselles de Rochefort, Model Shop, Peaudane, The Pied Piper, L'événement la place importante depuis que l'homme marche sur la lune, Lady Oscar, La naissance du jour, Une chambre en ville, Parking, La table tournante, Trois places pour la 26.